Hey guys, Camille here from Renovation Training, and I just wanted to go over a couple of exercises that I see commonly done incorrectly, or at least just not probably what you think that they're doing. So let's first start with lunges, an exercise that many people do, and it can be a really great exercise, but depending on what you're looking to get out of the exercise, you may want to change how you're doing it. I see many people when they're going to do lunges, their body is going to be lunging forward. So they're going to come down right away as they're coming forward instead of dropping straight down. So the difference between the two of those, of moving forward versus dropping straight down, is going to be where you're pushing on your toe. So when you're coming forward, that weight is going to be all on this front toe, and then that's going to make this right quad going to want to do most of the moving up. Now, if we step through our right foot and bring our chest farther back, so our torso is dropping more straight down, and we're flipping that pressure to be in our front heel, we're going to feel that right glute open up, and then you're going to be able to use that same muscle to contract. So now we've taken a quad dominant exercise and turned it into a glute and hamstring dominant exercise. And why you would want to do that is for the fact that most people have tight quads. You have tight quads from sitting so much. So now that we're home all the time, it's going to be really important to think about how we're positioning our bodies during the daytime and how we can use our recovery to kind of offset some of that imbalances. So if we're sitting at work all day long, our hips are tight, our quads are going to get really tight, our hip flexors are going to get really tight, and that's going to take away from our glutes and our hamstrings to be able to contract fully. So it's super important to lay off some of those super excessive quad dominant exercises and maybe insert a little bit more glute exercises, hamstring exercises to kind of balance how much we're going to be tightening up those quads. So what I would recommend to kind of handle this would be to foam roll those quads, starting from the bottom, starting from your knees, working your way up towards the top. Spend about 30 to 60 seconds on each sore spot. And otherwise, if we don't foam roll before we stretch, all we're doing is stretching from the ends of our muscle tissue. So we're not actually getting that stretch and lengthen throughout the entire length of the muscle. So foam rolling goes in and breaks it up piece by piece so that we're able to, when we do stretch the muscle, we're able to stretch it from the entire length of the muscle and actually create added length in this front half so that we can sit with our hips more underneath us without having that tightness guide where our hips should be. So next time you're doing lunges, hopefully you remember to slow it down. I think with these at-home workouts, a huge opportunity is the pace in which we do our workouts. Just slow things down a little bit, get into your head, really think about what movements you're doing and what muscles you need to be able to perform that movement, and make sure that it aligns with your specific goals. If you're not sure if your quads are tight or if your hamstrings are tight, let me know, send me a message. I would be happy to do a video consultation and see kind of what areas we need to look at. That is a lot of what I do with my training, is not just make it burn to make it burn, but we find specific areas that we need to strengthen, and we find specific areas we need to loosen up, and we do specific exercises and different recovery techniques to balance out those imbalances, to give your body the best structure that it has to perform during your lifts, but also during your everyday life. So hopefully this short little video was helpful on some form checks. Let me know what other movements you would like some assistance in, and I would be happy to do another video like this. Thanks, guys.